Hi there, welcome to Pitchside. We are straight here at the Mandela National Stadium. We all know what has been happening at the Mandela National Stadium. The Uganda Cranes in their second Jan 2024 fixture were up against Guinea, and we all know the result now. The Cranes have put up a very, very good performance. 3-0 result, first win for them in the competition, first 3 goals scored in the competition, and as you can see, the fans are walking home excited, buzzing regarding this result. So today on Pitchside, we are definitely here at the stadium to talk about the game, post-game reaction here and there, to see what transpired, how the game went, and the reactions of the fans as well. But first of all, this particular segment, Inside Chan, is powered by Kayonza Sports Center, located on Bukoto Kisasi Road after Kabira Country Club. So if you're out there and you need quality sports equipment, boots, whatever, undergarments, gear, everything, check out Kayonza Sports Center, and they'll definitely give you all the exciting things that you really want to use in sports. Now, back to the action. Like I said, Chan Cranes 3-0 against Guinea in this Chan fixture here at the Mandela National Stadium. I'm going to be joined by arguably one of the best midfielders the Cranes has seen in recent years. This gentleman is none other than Yasser Mugerwa. He needs no introduction, guys. Yeah, Orlando Pirates, URA, King of Ethiopia. Come on, guys, come on. Yasser Mugerwa, first of all, thank you for joining me on Pitchside, and how are you?
I'm humbled to be here.
Yes.
And I'm very fine and excited to be here. And as well excited by the results as well.
Yeah, of course, as a former Cranes player, you're surely happy when the Cranes come through and win. But let's start with the overall view of the performance. The Cranes walked out against Guinea, and they knew they had to win to remain in contention, to actually try and get out of the group stages.
Yeah.
And today we've seen a solid performance from the boys. Overall, what's your opinion about the Uganda Cranes performance today?
I would say it was a very good performance by the Uganda Cranes, by the boys, coming into this game knowing that we needed the result to win, to brighten our chances. The boys put up a very solid performance, fighting good fighting spirit, and you could see the determination for, like, every player was giving in all his best to see that we can win this game, and we've definitely got the results because of the hard work, the determination. You see, there was a lot of fighting, leadership from some players, which also helped the other players. Like, it pushed some players who were a bit lazy to try and die a little for the country, and we are happy now that we got the result, and we are back into the quotation.
All right, so tactically, the head coach, Coach Molebekwa, made a number of changes in the back line here. Mukundane came in. I think Allan Oello did not start.
Yeah.
You also had Karim Watambala come in the midfield. That had Enoch Sebagala, and I think Allan Oello on the wing here and there. Then Semugabi leading the line. The couple of changes that we saw today or in this game against Guinea, what's your opinion about them, and how impactful have they been to the team?
Well, we can all agree, and we can all see that the changes made a very good impact on the game. When we look at the game we played against Algeria, and now that we've played against Guinea, and we tried to score 3 goals, we didn't concede, that means there was an impact. First of all, when you see the way Mukundane was playing and the way he was commanding the defense, it shows that he performed to his best. And for me, if it wasn't Okello being the man of the match, I would be giving it to Mukundane. So the head coach there had a plus. And then when we go to the midfield, where he played, he started Watambala. I would say still the same thing. These boys, 3 of them, Sebagala, Watambala and Sonoji, they did everything in the midfield. Okay, we lacked a little bit of creativity up front, but according to the way they handled the midfield, defensively, the way they were pressing, it was excellent. So giving the head coach another plus. The other change was
Mpande Regan.
Of course, Mpande Regan in the first half did get some
hiccups.
He was he was a little bit shaky. Yes, and I was thinking otherwise. I was thinking that maybe it would be better if he played up front and then Jude would play on the left, because this guy who was playing on their right back was a little bit slow. So but coming into the game, he tried to pick up, and then he got us the first goal, and then in the second half he came up brilliant again, and I would say the coach was on point with these changes, but overall everyone really played very well.
All right, so Yasser, of course, Joel Serunjoji's contribution to this team. First game that he played against Algeria, the team lost 3-0, but he was one of those standout players. And today we saw him, pick up an assist and also put up a very good performance. Just how influential is Joel Serunjoji for the Uganda Cranes in this CHAN tournament?
I would say Joel is a very influential player now at the moment, and I would wish Joel and actually not only Joel but even Sebagala, he played very well in the first game, and this game he played very well. I would say these boys would be handled very well, because they have a very bright future, and I'd wish they would be handled very well and not dropped. Maybe on the senior team they should be always given a chance. Sorry, I was cutting you. They could make a very big good players.
Okay, the goalkeeping department. Before the game started, there was a communique that Dennis Chigundu was starting, but then it changed to Joel Mutakubwa. But I'm not going to look at that. But Joel Mutakubwa, of course, didn't have a very good game against Algeria. But you can see today he was more commanding. He made quite some saves here and there. How? What's your comment on his performance, and maybe going forward? What's your take? What do we see now? Has he solidified his position for the Cranes?
I would say he's a very good goalkeeper, and I know the goalkeeping department with his coach John Bile, Chigundu Bile. I think this is a very good goalkeeper. But Uganda is blessed with many good goalkeepers. I would also wish to see this guy being given more and more time to solidify his place, as you're trying to say. But the problem we are always having is when our goalkeepers maybe concede goals, we tend to try to change. And today we kindly saw it coming, but good enough they changed their mind, and look at what he did today. Very good performance, good commanding, good saves. He made maybe 5 saves.
That were very crucial.
Yeah, that were very crucial, and I think he's a very good goalkeeper.
On top of that, he kept his first clean sheet.
He kept his clean sheet. At the national team, to keep a clean sheet is a plus as well.
It's a very important thing.
Yeah.
There was another big story before the Cranes walked out to play today, and that was a change in the captaincy. Allan Oello did not captain the Cranes today, yet he started, and Roger Storach is the captain, or was the captain in today's game. First of all, at this stage in the competition, you would want to think Allan Oello is Uganda's poster boy, if I could call it that way. He's not the captain. Do you think that was a right move at this point in the competition?
I would say it isn't a right call for them to take out the armband from him, but still we can see maybe it affected him last time being a captain. Football is something different from other maybe sectors. You can be a very good player, but you cannot be a very good captain. So maybe I've not played with Allan for so long or for some time. I don't know his leadership skills. To be a captain you have to have those skills. So maybe Allan didn't have them, and they decided to change. And I think this has taken away the pressure that he had in the first game. And you can see the way he performed today. He got a goal, and he was the man of the match. So I think maybe it was maybe a good call from the coaches, though I would not recommend them to do it
midway the tournament.
Yeah, midway the tournament.
Yeah, maybe
because at the start you would know who would be our first captain and second captain and third captain. So if Allan is there and is our first captain, he has to be wear the armband, unless otherwise. But but he performed well as even without the armband.
All right, so we are yet to know why Coach Mole Biekwaso made that change of Allan Oello not being the captain, but I mean, I know we shall definitely know it in due course. But overall, Torach Rogers and their defense, manning it and ensuring that the Cranes don't concede, and making sure that the team picks up a 3-0 win right there. Okay, so the Cranes have picked up this victory, very important one against Guinea. And on Monday they take on Niger. Still at the Mandela National Stadium, 8 p.m. So, as a former Cranes player, you've been in this situation before. What goes into the players' minds? What do they think about? How do they now counter, the Niger game? Because maybe some feel like this was a very huge win, and maybe they could, slack off a bit. What approach should they have against Niger?
Yeah, thank you, Tabu. I think. The Niger game is going to be a tough one as well, and I'll pray these players come out and play the same way they played today, with the same fighting spirit, with the same determination. I know the pressure is going to be too much, because winning that game would more brighten our hopes. So I know it's going to be a lot of with a lot of pressure and tension, but I believe if they could win Guinea, that
the Niger game,
that beat Niger, that means we can also win against them. So I think if they come back with the same fighting spirit, same determination, definitely we shall get the 3 points.
And do you think there has to be a change on that team, or you would want the team that has won today to be the one to start against Niger on Monday?
I would love to see. I don't know how they will play, how they will assemble the team, but for me, I would love to see a typical striker on the team, because you see in this game, Jude found a lot of problems. He could. I think he's not a striker. He's just a forward playing from the left. He was not so comfortable there, but you see when Ahimbisiwe came on, the runs, it was more easier for him. So I'd prefer to see a typical striker on the team. Then the other players, they should keep but still I would like as well to see Jude on the pitch. So I don't know whom they will have to take off, but I would like to see maybe Yunus, maybe Ahimbisiwe on the team starting. Yeah,
and of course you talk about Yunus, and we know that he came off the bench against Algeria. He's not started a game. 2 games so far. With his experience, he scored in this competition. He's probably scored the most goals for Uganda at Chan. What's your opinion of him not starting? Maybe he should start, maybe with experience.
I think he should be given some time, because he's the most experienced player now on the team, and I think he has a lot to give us at this moment. Like maybe when you see, for example, South Africa. You see, South Africa had players that I played with in Pirates, in Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns those days. So you can see the way they perform.
Yes, they can still play.
Yes. So if we have Yunus on our squad and we don't give him playing time, for me, today we got the result, yes. But if we didn't get the result and he's there, we shall be making noise outside here. That's why is Yunus not being given time. Like today we had 2 goals. Put Yunus inside. He gets maybe his confidence back. Maybe if he doesn't have the confidence, like this game, you give him to boost his confidence. So I think he should be given some time to play. Okay,
so we've tried to break it down for you and tell you how the Cranes were able to pick up 3 points. But before we leave the Cranes topic, the fans. Today, the fans were unbelievable against Guinea. They sang the national anthem in unison. The penalty that Okello got, they all cheered VAR. Just how important are fans in this tournament for the Cranes?
Yeah, definitely fans are very important for every player or every team, because without fans, it's like you're not playing for anyone or for anything. And the fans came out in big numbers, cheered the boys, and you can see the results. Even the boys get motivated when they see these fans outside here. So I think we should say thank you to the fans, and they should also come back on Monday because we need them even more on Monday.
All right, absolutely. Yeah. CHAN is not only being played in Uganda, guys. Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania are co-hosting this tournament, and I can tell you that elsewhere our hosts are flying. How? In Nairobi, Benny McCarthy's Kenya are top of Group A, and they are 4 points. I mean, they got a point against Angola. 10-man Kenya, guys, played 70 minutes with 10 players, and they got a point. So building on the victory they had on match day 1 against DR Congo. I know you've been taking a keen eye on what's happening in Nairobi, Kenya. What's your take on Benny McCarthy and how the Harambee Stars are performing?
Of course, that is what we expect from Benny. Very experienced, very good technically. Me, I'm not surprised to see that Kenya is performing the way they are performing. Having someone from Manchester United like coaching staff, and this guy played everywhere in Europe, so he has a lot of experience in football, and I know he gives this a lot of freedom to his players. You know, as players with freedom, when we have that freedom to play, we shall expose and kill every team. That is the special thing with him. I know, and I've been with him in South Africa. I saw him. He conducted some trainings with us. He's a very, very good coach.
A very good coach. In Dar es Salaam, the Taifa Stars are also doing magic. 2 games, 2 wins. 2 very huge wins. The previous one against Mauritania, Shamori Kapombe with a beauty of a volley in there. But as hosts, 6 points is definitely a massive shift for Tanzania so far.
Yes. Yeah, of course Tanzania is doing wonders. But still, as I said, Tanzania has invested huge amounts of money in football, and football is about the investment. How you invest, how much you invest, it will give you the results. So Tanzania being performing the way they are performing is not by chance. They've worked for that.
They've worked for it.
Yes.
They have senior players, Hussein Mohammed, who has joined Young Africans recently, Shamori Kapombe, who is at Simba Sports Club, Clement Muzize, one of the best forwards now in East Africa, and particularly at Young Africans. So they have a team that is giving a run. They have a team that is putting up a very good performance, left, right and center. Then the final group, of course, is in Zanzibar, where Senegal is top of that group. They've only played 1 game. Senegal are the defending champions of this competition. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening at CHAN. Like we said, the Cranes will be back in action on Monday, and I will definitely be telling you everything that you need to know. It's definitely been a very exciting chat with Yasser Mugerwa, who is going to be on Inside CHAN 2024, guys. Starting now, I have a co-host on pitch side, Yasser Mugerwa. So we'll be doing this until probably the end of the tournament and all the games that the Cranes will be having here. So please, definitely we'll be seeing more of Yasser. We are definitely powered by Kayonza Sports Center. If you're out there and you need quality sports, wear or boots, you need a shin guard, you need stockings, you need anything football related or sports related, please pass by Kayonza Sports Center that is located along Chisasi Road next to Kabila Country Club, and you'll definitely have a very good experience. Keep it pitch side. We'll definitely catch up on Monday after the Cranes take on Niger in the Total Energies CHAN 2024 tournament. Cheers.